Back in 1989, a bloke named Tony Fitzgerald presided over one of the most important commissions of inquiry ever held in this country. It revealed widespread corruption within the political and policing ranks and resulted in 3 cabinet ministers being jailed. Joe Bjelke-Petersen and Russ Hinds, of course, died before they were properly dealt with. Now, in his report, Fitzgerald warned of the danger of having big media units, suggesting they could be run as propaganda arms similar to what we see in Russia and China. It runs interference and obfuscates, ignoring and disregarding integrity as simply a casualty of their war on truth. Public servants are urged not to commit anything contentious to writing for fear it will be picked up in an RTI request. Now we've learned that the most seasoned TV reporters in Queensland are being poached to be part of the Palaszczuk media team. The latest buy is Lane Calcutt, many of whom you would know as Laurie Oakes' 2IC for many years at Nine. He joins former Nine political editor Spencer Jolly, EP of its Queensland News Cullen Robertson, Shannon Marshall-McCormack, Shane Doherty. He's the head of the media unit. The list goes on and on. In fact, the Premier now has the second biggest newsroom in Queensland, behind the Courier Mail. It also comes as the Labor Party foolishly puts all its eggs into the social media basket. There's a growing belief inside the executive branch of the Palaszczuk government over the past few years that in the age of social media, it might no longer need the traditional news media to get its message to voters. Its senior media strategists have convinced the Premier to put this theory to the test, copying the successful tactics of Victorian Labor Premier Dan Andrews and seconding staffers from other ministerial offices to a team of up to 30. They won't actually tell us how many media specialists are attached to the Premier's office, whose sole job it is to deliver information through social media, tailored to make the government look good. Now, it appeared to be a stunningly successful strategy as the pandemic took hold in 2020 and 2021, with sometimes literally hundreds of thousands of views of every one of the Premier's press conferences that were beamed live to her taxpayer-funded propaganda social channels. In fact, the success was such that there is now a view that within at least some quarters of the Premier's office that the news media is no longer relevant, such as the reach and engagement of that audience. Well, it now turns out that the vast majority of those views were from Queenslanders worried less about politics and more about the impact of COVID. The engagement on her social channels has tanked, with views of the videos posted on the Premier's behalf having dropped tenfold in just 6 months and interactions having more than halved. So look, those who are left are hardly engaging anymore. Interaction rates on her Facebook page are now less than One Nation leader Pauline Hanson. The question tonight, is it good for our democracy to have propagandists running the messaging of premiers who are loose with the truth at the best of times?